Alright y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Okay, so today we are checking out a video that I've wanted to do for a very long time now. We are checking out the 10th Mountain Division Shoothouse video. Now, you guys have probably seen this on social media in one form or another. Now, it's pretty infamous in military channels, especially like military, like Facebook pages and whatnot. It's pretty infamous. There's a lot of YouTubers that have already chimed in and did reactions and whatnot and sort of did like the lessons learned or what could have gone better. Now, I will say, doing like a little bit of a caveat before going into this, I'm not trying to talk smack. Whenever I do these videos where we're sort of analyzing stuff, I'm not trying to talk smack because I can understand there's a lot of people that might not necessarily get the best periods of instruction when it comes to CQB or room clearing. So I do want to check it out and see how they're actually doing it. One, because I used to be in 10th Mountain Division, so I want to see how the unit is actually doing it. I think this might be a different brigade, but I'm not entirely sure. And two, I'm very passionate about CQB because I used to specialize in CQB when I was in the Marine Corps. So yeah, I'm very passionate about it. When I went to 10th Mountain and I was teaching my guys CQB, I wanted to make sure that they were getting, you know, some relatively new or advanced CQB training, better than you would see with a lot of other infantry units, just because a lot of people don't necessarily get to go to specialized classes for it. So it's pretty short. It's about a minute long, so we're probably going to have to pause it a lot. But yeah, let's start it off. I'm gonna have to change the music up because this video has some copyrighted music. So hopefully I can find something that fits the video pretty well. So let's check it out. Okay, so again, we're going to have to pause it a lot. So this, I hate to see. So for one, I mean, his weapon is up. That's okay. Now we have, this dude has his weapon up, and then this guy also has his weapon up. So that's good. That's really not, you know, anything bad. But you can see he's kicking the door open. I really don't like when people kick doors open. If you can just push the door open, just go ahead and do that. It's like, yeah, you might have a little more shock and awe if you kick the door open. But I got to say, you might feel pretty cool kicking the door down. I will say that is definitely a cool thing to do. But it's not going to be cool when your foot goes through the door because it's really janky, or you kick the door and it comes back and, you know, slaps your buddy as he's making entry and his muzzle goes to the side. I mean, again, kicking doors has its place in some environments, but I would just recommend not trying to get into the habit of using that. So you can see also we have two guys, you know, orienting their weapons on the door, which is good. It's not too bad. Now, when the door kicks open, he is not first exposed. That doorman, the guy who kicked it, isn't first exposed into the room. So that's pretty good. So you can see the door is open and this guy can immediately flow in. But again, this dude here, I'm not exactly sure what he's doing, if he's going to be the two-man. Right now, it seems like they're both kind of fighting for the doorway. So this guy could really just be behind this dude here, or we could have another guy here to get ready to go in. But it really doesn't matter too much. All right, so we got the kick, and now they're making entry. Okay, so we can see here, this room is not a corner-fed room. It's got a little bit of wall here. Now, what that means, if there's someone in this corner and you kick the door open, there's going to be some space behind that door for a bad guy to hide. So this is generally, you call this a short wall room. So you want to do your door check. You want to make sure there's no one hiding behind that door, because if there is, these guys are going to get lit up. So that wasn't too bad, but you can see they absolutely knew the layout of the room before going into it. And sometimes that's kind of hard to avoid, but even still, you just need to fight that mentality of, I know exactly what the room's going to look like. I'm going to go right there. You should have dominant positions inside the room, so you should be clearing out to your corners and then going to your dominant positions. But you can tell these guys immediately knew where the targets were, and that's why they're both going through the doorway at the same time. This guy really isn't doing too much right now. He's not going to do a whole lot until he actually gets in the room, and he would be a lot better off if he was just behind this guy, to be fair, because right now they're both just fighting for the doorway, and you don't want to get stuck in the fatal final. So yeah, we'll just chalk this off to knowing where the targets were already. I will say it's a lot of fun when you get to blast targets. Okay, now normally I would say, you know, they should do a dead check, make sure the dude's actually dead, but you can see they all fired several rounds into each target, so not too worried about that. Oh my gosh, dude, what was that? Okay, so you can see here, these guys are already providing security. Now, when you have these guys all the way over here in front of the door, that's cool. Yeah, it's nice to have 4 guns oriented on this door. But if someone starts blasting through this door because they just heard their buddies get lit up, these guys are going to probably take a lot of those rounds. So these guys should stay over here, and these guys should just fall in line behind these dudes so they can, you know, just fall in without getting exposed to this danger area right here. So we have these guys, and they're watching this door. What they could have done is, since this door opens, like it opens inside the room, this dude here could have opened the door for this dude and then another guy to make entry. I mean, maybe you could have someone quickly kick open the door and these guys flow in, but in reality, having 2 guys just go and kick open the door and make entry is not very smart, because you can see they could be getting lit up right now because their weapons aren't really oriented where they need them to be, because they're, you know, trying to regain their footing after just kicking this door and whatnot. And it looked like they both kicked it too, which is just kind of odd. So no one cleared their corner there. These guys, this is the biggest reason why this video is getting ripped apart, is these guys just do not care. Their buddies are going through the doorway and they're just flagging them. The flagging means they're basically orienting their weapons at their buddy's back. So right now, he does not need to have his weapon up. You have people inside the room already. They're going to be doing their thing. This guy doesn't need to have his weapon up, because, yeah, if they see a target, they might just get antsy and start firing at the target or something. Like, they're not supposed to be engaging from where they are, because these guys are supposed to be the ones handling it. So if they start engaging now, they're only putting their buddies at risk. So yeah, they need to just lower your muzzle. It's fine to do it sometimes. Okay. You can see he kicked open the door. You don't need to kick open every single door. So this door opens inward. So this is an inward opening door. This dude here, what he could have just done is posted himself up, made sure this guy was ready, and pushed the door open. This guy would flow this way, and this dude can go straight. It works out totally fine for right now. But they did it again where they're both going through the doorway at the exact same time. And that seems like a good idea. It's nice to get 2 guns into the fight immediately. It's not good if you're getting stuck in the doorway, especially with the army kits. That kit is so bulky. It's very, very easy to get stuck in a doorway with one person. So let's see. This dude is engaging this target. Cool. However, if there was a target here, this guy would be getting lit up and this guy would be getting lit up. If there's a target in this corner over here, no one really cleared that out. They didn't even wait till the door was, you know, going against the wall. They didn't even look over there. Again, because they probably know the layout of the building, so they're not too worried about it. But you want to make sure you're breaking that habit and not gaming the game. So if there's a dude over here, he'd be lighting them up as well. So just a little bit unsafe, but... Okay, they're going in there. They're getting it. This dude looks like he's holding a foregrip along with this guy. If you're holding a foregrip like this, I gotta say, it's not gonna do a whole lot for you. You see a lot of people, they have foregrips and they use it more as a hand stop. So let's say this G Fuel was a grip. If I'm holding it like this and I'm shooting, it's gonna be moving all over the place. But if I put my hand like this, where the handguard is, and sort of rest it to the back of my hand is on the foregrip, that's a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more natural, and much, much easier to control. So it's just nitpicking right there. Okay, he doesn't need to take his hand off to point that his buddy is reloading. They should just cover. Okay, yeah, so again, you don't need to point, hey, he's reloading over here. You don't need to do all that nonsense, to be fair. If you see your buddy is reloading, just pick up his sector of fire, make sure he's covered. And you can see here, they are just flagging their buddies all over again. And then to go, they're kicking the doors open still. He's still flagging him. You didn't even lower your muzzle enough, dude. Again, it's just one of those things. I'm not sure if there's a full video for that, but I'm not trying to nitpick and say like, oh, these guys are terrible, like I would do it so much better. CQB is a beast, and it just takes you being able to wrap your mind around certain enclosures to be able to do it smoothly. These guys clearly knew the layout of the building because they had probably done a dry run, maybe even a blank run before actually going into the live iteration. So they were very familiar with it, so they couldn't help understanding the layouts and knowing where each target was. What the unit could have done a little bit better is maybe change it up, have them approach from a different side of the building or a different door, maybe move the targets around. You want to get those gears spinning so they're able to sort of see the room, scan it real quick, and then decide how to take it down, as opposed to immediately knowing what they're going to do. But again, there's a bunch of videos on it, so this is just one person's opinion. CQB is a beast, so you can do it a million different ways, and everybody will have a different sort of variation of how to do it. But there are definitely wrong things to do in CQB. Flagging your buddy is one of them. Not clearing your corners is another one. So yeah, they just need to make sure that they're worrying about self-preservation, because even though their sergeant or staff sergeant might tell them to do this, might not be the smartest thing to go in a room without clearing the corners out or anything. So yeah, you need to be able to question bad decisions. And I know the military is not the best place for that, but sometimes you just got to worry about yourself. But yeah, 10th Mountain Division, I imagine they're going to be getting a lot of good training now since this video went famous and went viral. So there's that. I'm glad no one got shot in this video though. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to hit that thumbs up, comment, let me know what you think. If there's any other recommendations you'd like me to check out, like any of the videos of people doing CQB, I would love to see it. So whether it be good CQB or bad CQB, it's always cool to check it out and sort of either take something from it or try and take something from it as far as critiquing. Because again, I'm not perfect, so there's a lot of ways to do a bunch of different things. So some people might do it better, and as long as it gets the gear spinning, that's always cool. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all in the next video.